I think I forgot to turn off my VPN. Yes, I did. God damn it. Stats looks good to me. I'm not gonna get rid of it if it's gonna be working fine. Sometimes it works good, sometimes it doesn't work good. Hard to know. Seems to always be random. Where's my do not disturb on? Oh boy. Anyway, yeah, what's good? What's up? Let me see if my streams are working okay, actually. Ooh. Hello. Hey there. Everything working good? I assume so. I gotta fix my streaming schedule, man. I have a problem. I feel like I haven't done like a proper stream where I do something on stream in ages now. It's been like a week. And it's just because of the stuff that I have to do. Deny. Started late today. Yeah, I've always been starting late. I mean, I think you showed up when I was streaming late in general anyway. Normally I stream midday. But yeah, this week has just been very messy for me. Haven't been working as much either. Not as much as usual. But alas, you know, the time will pass. Today I spent a bunch of time just relearning Facebook ads because when I studied Facebook ads like 4 or 5 months ago, there's been a lot of changes since. So I had to go back, spent today just relearning how the structure of everything works, and there have been a lot of changes. So, hope you're good though. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm actually doing much better today. I had like an existential crisis earlier where I was thinking about life being meaningless and that I don't really know what I want to do in life. So that was rough. But it passed and then I felt better afterwards. Still don't really have an answer. I just don't feel as bad. I took a little bit of a break. I actually went outside for once for a little bit. So that helped. Otherwise, like I'm saying, I spent a bunch of time today learning Facebook ads. So, might as well share what I learned. That's kind of the whole point of this. It was primarily around different audiences, targeting, and campaign structure. So, the campaign structure has changed a lot. Looks like on Facebook now, it's quite recommended in most instances to have one campaign, one ad set, and a bunch of ads in the ad set. And to run a campaign-based campaign budget optimization, CBO campaign, where it's just everything inside the campaign gets allocated the budget according to how it does. So previously you would have like a campaign with multiple ad sets in it. And the different ad sets would do like different targeting, either of audience segments or different types of ads or whatever. And also like top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel ads. You would test them separately. But now it seems like you just kind of lump it all together. It's the same with the retargeting. Like you used to have like retargeting campaigns. And it seems like that's kind of done away with as well. That you would just, Meta's algorithm has evolved to do the retargeting for you. You can still specify it if it's not doing an amazing job, but it seems like most of that is just automatic now. You would just put all of your top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel ads into one ad set, and it would show the right ones to the right people. Because of this, actually, it also affects the... What am I trying to say? Oh, give me a second. It also affects the ads that you turn off, the actual optimization of your ad campaign. So typically, how you would do it before in the old structure is you would turn off any ads that have a shitty cost per result. So if the cost per result is really high, you would turn all of those off and just keep the ones that are performing really well. And you would scale those. Whereas now, because of the fact that your top of funnel, middle funnel, and bottom of funnel ads are all in one ad set, sometimes one of your ads, and to explain the difference between those, what are you doing? Sorry, I'll get to that in just a second. To explain the difference between top, middle, and bottom is basically you would have ads that are more about awareness. So like either problem awareness or awareness about yourself and your brand and the service that you're providing. Then you'd have the middle, which is like trying to like maybe show some client results, some testimonials, maybe some like lifestyle stuff, just a little further down to kind of, don't know how to articulate it properly. But basically, you'd make people aware. Then you would... what's the best way to explain this? So like, let's say you'd have 1 or 2 ads showing to people who don't know they have a problem. Then you'd have 1 to 2 ads designed for the people who know the problem, but don't know the solution. And then you would have 1 or 2 ads which show the solution with a call to action. And Meta would distribute these based on what journey the customers that they show them to believe that they need to do. So some of them would be, some customers would be ready to buy. So for those people, the ad with the call to action would be shown directly to them. But some people might not be ready to buy, but Meta would think that they are likely to convert later. So they would show the ads which are not conversion based and are more awareness and problem raising based. And then they would push the other ads to them later and keep going down this funnel to get them to convert. Hope that makes sense. So because of that, the ads that are top of funnel and middle of funnel, which are not designed for conversion, would have a high cost per result because they are not made for conversion. But they are still directly responsible for the conversions on the ads that have the call to action and that are designed for the conversion. So you don't want to turn those off, because if you do, it's going to fuck up the actual conversions. So in that case, the way you want to actually weed out which ads to remove is not the ones which have the highest cost per result, but the ones which Meta is spending the least amount of budget on. So it's interesting. Just a little bit of a change from how it used to be. What do you play? I don't play. This is not a gaming stream. Sorry, brother. You're in the wrong place. Why do my videos even get shown to fucking people play games? Doesn't make any sense. Whatever. So that's a couple important things that I've learned. Hold on, give me a second. Okay. What else? So let me go through this document actually that I made through this learning. So Meta's algorithm is good, only really need 1 campaign and 1 ad set. Now, that's not always the case. Sometimes you do want to have multiple campaigns. Like, for example, when you would run multiple different offers, multiple different services and stuff like that, you still want to separate those. You can also separate them based on stuff like countries, for example. You can totally do that too. But in general, you want to, there's a big push towards consolidation and keeping everything under 1 campaign, 1 ad set. And it just makes it easier as well. So it's quite nice that they're doing that. Hopefully it's going to, well, it is going to get to a point where the only thing remaining that you will have to do is actually make the ads and have good ads. The targeting is going to be pretty much automated. But because of AI, the rest of it is going to be automated eventually as well. So the only thing that's going to be remaining is essentially just the ideas. So you want to make sure that you still continue to use your own brain, people. Don't let AI do everything for you, because you're the ones that are going to be replaced the fastest. What you basically want to do is have one single ad set. It just has multiple ad creatives all in all different parts of the funnel. Yes. You should also test many different creatives. I think I wrote that down later. So the usual way you'd optimize a campaign in the past, turn off the ads which have a shit cost per conversion, like I just said. But now you actually are just removing the ones which Meta is spending the least amount of budget on. And then when you turn them off, you want to replace them with new ones. Either change the hook or creative or whatever else, and then see if they're performing better. Yes. So, some other important points. In the single ad sets, you also want to test different creatives. So you want to have video, image, carousel all in the same ad set as well. User-generated content style ads are doing the best right now. Making ads that feel like content instead of ads seem to be performing well over long periods of time. Easiest way to test creatives is to just test the creative of the hook, because most people aren't going to make it past the hook. So there's no point in creating a completely new ad creative for the entire video beyond the hook, because most people are not seeing beyond the hook. So if you just create one ad, which let's say 30 seconds long, and you create 10 versions of that ad where the first 3 to 5 seconds are different creatively. So that way, when you get to a point, when you find a hook that is doing well and you see people are getting past the hook and watching it to the rest of the video, then at that point, people are more hooked. They're actually more interested in watching it. You're going to get some more data as to where people are stopping the watching. And then you can make changes for that section of the video as well. Or then start changing the creative on the back end once you find one that works well. Because the hook is the most important part of any ad in general. In the writing, in the scripting, in the recording, the creative, whatever. It's all, the hook is the most important. So this makes a lot of sense. What else? Yes, for ad creative, this is directly from Meta. For ad creatives, data shows that the campaigns which incorporate 5 to 10 creative themes, so different themes, win more attention than the ones that don't. So it's really important to have creative diversity. In terms of how the ads look, how they feel in terms of the video length, etc. It ends up increasing the effectiveness by 44% and increasing return on ad spend by 24% for anybody who does 5 to 10 creative themes within a campaign. When you scale as well, now you should scale existing campaigns rather than create new ones. When you increase your budget, you should also increase with creating more ad creatives. Because when you increase your budget, your ads will be shown to more people, which will mean a larger diversity of people, and also the ads will be shown to the same people more times. So it helps to reduce the ad fatigue when you have many different ad creatives as you're scaling your campaigns up. What else is new? This isn't new, but this is something that you should always do in every ad, which is turn off multi-advertiser ads. I always turn those off. They seem to be shit. Because it just basically lumps your ads in with other ads. Another thing, used to be that if you were to only make one ad creative for one placement type, they previously had recommended square. But nowadays, they're actually saying if you could only choose one placement, they recommend that you do the vertical reels style placement. So 9:16 ratio vertical. But ideally, you'd probably just optimize for all the different placements. Having audio on ads tends to be better as well. That's another thing. Yeah, and then there's just in terms of targeting, I was just reminding myself about like custom audiences and stuff. There have been changes to that too. Like custom audiences and lookalike audiences seem to not be as important anymore because Meta already also, again, automatically chooses to show to custom audiences and certain lookalike audiences. I think as long as you have them created, you don't even really need to add them. They will just show them based on what they believe is the best way to do it. So you don't even need to have different testing for the custom audiences and lookalike audiences anymore, which is also interesting. So there's been a lot of changes. So I'm glad I went through this. And that's about it. Then I had another thing which I was reading, well, watching rather, which had some interesting information. Let me see if there's anything that's worth sharing. Importance of storytelling as an aspect of marketing and delivering a message. Yes, that's something that I need to work on. I want to take a little bit of time to think through like how I'm going to structure my ads. I also want to start making reels and organic content again because seems like that pretty much all I can do right now is just make as much content as humanly possible because that's the only thing that could possibly bring me in clients. So, and that's whether I make ads or I make regular content. I need to be doing just those two things. And then creating value as well. So creating like lead magnet videos where I share certain pieces of information with people, creating documents to convert the people that are in my current email list and giving them more value so that they trust me more and stuff like that. What else? Hey, Lisa, what's up? Focusing more on entertainment stuff as well. That seems to be important. I'm all right. How about you? Here's something that I learned: larger market formula. Haven't heard of that before. The 3% of people know what they're like in any market. 3% of people know what their problem is and are looking for a solution. 17% of people are in the process of gathering information. 20% of people are problem aware, and 60% of people are not problem aware. So, what separates you from being a great marketer and a mediocre marketer is if you're able to take the 60% of people who are not problem aware and generating demand from them. Glad to hear I'm pretty good. How's your day been so far? It's all right. You know, I'm having a bit of an existential crisis today, but it's still not over. But yeah, very cool. Are you a bot? You're probably a bot. This is how the bots speak. The existential crises are not cool. No. Okay. All right. Fair enough then. That is how the bots speak though, kinda. Sorry, I hope that doesn't offend you. What give me something you did today that's unique to you personally. Whether a thought you had or an experience you had or whatever else. So the large market formula was something interesting. Anything else here that's kind of new? Most of this is information that I kind of knew already, but it was just nice to hear from a different perspective. Seemed like a pretty good stream to me. Thanks. It's funny how hearing that immediately just killed all of my brain cells. It's like my brain is like, okay, now I've hit you with the stupid potion and you're not going to have anything to say anymore. Where are you from? I'm originally from Lithuania, which tends to surprise people. Everybody always thinks I'm American. And I grew up in Ireland, actually. So I live in Spain now. What about you? Yeah, all of this is pretty much stuff that I already knew. It was just hearing stuff back again. You're from the US. Okay. Nice. What part? So, yeah, I'm gonna be pretty much spending... Oh, shit, I'm getting some dropped frames. No! Because the server load of my VPN is very high. It's not a lot of dropped frames. I hope it's not a big deal. Virginia. What's Virginia like? They have great potential to deserve a follow. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Although my type of content is not for everybody because I do business style content, not video games, which is what people are used to. But thanks. I appreciate that. What was I talking about? Yeah, what's up with Virginia? I don't know shit about Virginia. Literally nothing. How old are you? Ah, you're an artist. There we go. That's what it is. I'm broke. Literally, there's no point. You should move on to other people. I have like 25 days of money left before I'm gonna be like overdue on rent, and I'm gonna have no money. So wrong person. And I just freezes sometimes. As long as it's not super bad. I do have Discord. I do. So yeah, it's just all of my energy is pretty much gonna be focused right now on primarily making ads and making content, because those are like basically the most important things I could be doing right now. Drop your Discord username in chat. If you want to get it, I'm too lazy to do that. If you want to get it, go to my YouTube, and it's the first link in my bio on YouTube. But I'm telling you, I have no money, so don't waste your time. The freezing isn't that bad using Wi-Fi or Ethernet. Ethernet, the dropped frames are because I forgot to turn off my VPN. And the VPN server is a little overloaded at the moment, so. Seems like there was only a little bit of freezing. Like, there hasn't been dropped frames in a while. I'm paying attention to it. My prices are reasonable. You don't understand. I have no money. None. Literally, I am going to lose my house in a month if I don't make money from here. I'm unemployed. You're in the wrong place. I know it looks nice because I have all this fancy like lighting setup and stuff, but this is all from a long time ago. I'm not in a position right now to spend anything on anything that is not improving my business. Ah, fuck, that was a big drop. Okay, I gotta turn off my VPN. Twitch lady, you're about to get evicted from the Twitch stream because I'm turning off my VPN. Are we back? Chat, are we back? Someone say something. Says reconnecting. I have no idea how long it's gonna take, or if it actually is still running. Could still be running, maybe. Maybe I should have turned off my kill switch. It is. Okay, nice. We're back. There we go. Shouldn't be any drop frames anymore. Should be good now. I hate it. It's so annoying when I forget to turn it off. Anyway, that's pretty much all I learned. Not much else. Really need to start brainstorming. I also wonder how the ads are gonna go, because I set up the new ad campaign, but this was before I learned all of this new information. And now that I think about it, I should have probably dumped all of my ads into the ad set that was already performing decently. But the issue I'm having now is, for some, I don't know what audience my offer is being shown to in the new ad set that I launched, but it looks horrendous because the CPM is like €3. Why? And 3 of the ads are still in the preparing phase. What is happening? Delivery system is matching it to the right bid and audience so you can start seeing impressions. Oh, so it's not even delivering on the video ads yet. Maybe that's why the budget is not being spent much on that. Because it's still primarily going into the free blueprint ad that we made. So, yes. Hola, buenas tardes. I don't speak Spanish. Sorry. Is it because I turned off my VPN that now my my stream is being pushed to Spanish speakers because I live in Spain? This is why I need to have a VPN on, man. The same exact thing happened when I tried to stream on my other channel. Literally every single person coming in just spoke Spanish, and nobody could understand what was happening. These algorithms, man, they're really not as smart as they claim to be. They really can't identify the fact that I'm speaking English and show my content to English speakers. Their algorithms got to go back to the basics, bruv. What VPN service are you using? Proton VPN. I got a deal on them for Black Friday, and it was like, it was so cheap that it felt like I'd be an idiot if I didn't buy it. It was like 40 euro for 2 years. So I just went for it. It came at the perfect time too, because that was around the time when I was really looking into like cybersecurity stuff. So that's when I learned about like what was it, VeraCrypt and Cryptomator and keeping backups of important files and using VPNs and stuff like that. So it came at a perfect time. I also just really like putting myself in Ireland. That's usually where my VPN is because I'm just so used to seeing like the Google searches and everything from Ireland that it feels more like home, you know? Hey Navy, what's up? How you doing? So I really like having my VPN. Also lets me have access to some shit that I can't have access to sometimes. It's also a neat feature. Doing great. Awesome. Not just good, but great. Is there any reason in particular? Or is it just because, life is great? Or is it more like something really good happened today? Which one is it? What's your channel about? Might as well open it since you're here. Okay, I cannot open it. YouTube doesn't want me to. Okay. Never mind. I finished school like permanently? You mean permanently? And what kind of school? I don't have a channel. Oh, okay. It looked very channel-esque, so. Oh, for the week. In college? What are you doing in college? How's that going? Can't seem to see other people chatting. Yes, because they're from the other streams. On the horizontal stream on YouTube, I have it set up so you can see all the chatters, but I don't have that on the vertical stream because the feed comes in from the bottom. So it would be weird to have a feed here and then also one like in the corner because it would overlap. Business administration. Ah, unlucky. I did business management and it was a complete waste of my time. It did push my life in a good direction, but the actual like learning material was horrible. They explained shit in such a terrible way. How is it going for you? Are you happy with it? What year are you in? What do you want to do when you're finished? I'm just gonna inquire about your entire life now on the stream. You brought it upon yourself. This is what you get when you speak. You get put in front of the class. You gotta tell everybody now. All 4 or 3 people in here. I'm okay, I'm in second year. What do you want to do when you're finished? Did you go because you wanted to, or did you go because your parents wanted you to? That's another important distinction. Hey, Ellebeck, what's up? Midday for you, right? Any chores today? Probably. Chores every day, huh? That's just your life. Your life is just chores. Now I have both chats of the stream open. Nice. Good for you. You don't even need to though. Like if you just go to the horizontal one, you can see them right here in the bottom right here. You're in your first year. Choose business over software engineer because I hate code. Big mistake. Software engineering is one of the most important skills you could learn today. And business management and it was business administration, you're not going to learn much, unfortunately. I can tell you that from personal experience. I could teach you more about business in probably 30 minutes than you will learn in your entire 4 years in college at this point. And I don't even think I'm exaggerating. If you gave me enough time, I could make a 30-minute course that will teach you more than the 4 years you'll spend in college. Damn. Yeah, I really think I could do it. Like that's how useless I think it was. Oh, okay, actually, you know what? Maybe it depends on what you're doing in business administration, because when I did it, I also did accounting. And if I include accounting plus like business lessons and marketing, it might take a little bit more than half an hour. Because accounting would be quite difficult to explain that fast. But everything else I could do in half an hour. I believe it. The stuff I'm learning feels like common sense. Yeah, a lot of it is. The thing is, a lot of... It's easy to learn the basics of anything, but mastery comes from a lot of exposure and very deep understanding of certain topics. I have known a lot of the stuff that I know now 7 months ago. But in the last month, I have started to understand all of those things so much deeper than I previously have, and it's had a tremendous impact on my overall understanding and perception of business. But yeah, is there anything you want to do when you're finished? Any ideas? Hey, Chaz, what's up? I believe you're writing a book too, yeah, because I'm invested in your journey. No, I'm not writing a book, actually. I really want to eventually build a school community where I share everything pretty much for free and then have like a mentorship program of sorts that's paid. But I don't want to do that without having evidence that the knowledge I have works. So I want to do that first. And when I have evidence that it works, then I will move to teaching. Because I think that one of my primary skills is the ability to explain complicated subjects in a simple way. I think I'm really good at that. So I really want to do that if I can. Doing good today. Nice, nice. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Had an existential crisis today, but other than that, I'm fine. Trash, dishes, laundry, bush hog the field. Just woke up from an hour-long nap. Why are you napping, you lazy bastard? Yeah, I know, right? Existential crisis. Awesome. Love those. Yeah, I just been thinking about, like, developing a consciousness was such an abomination. It feels so unnatural that human beings have a consciousness. I was debating this with somebody, well, more so just discussing rather than debating. Human beings in developed nations today don't have any real problems. Real problems of human beings are, do you have water? Do you have food? Do you have shelter? And are you able to reproduce effectively? Those are the primary problems. In every developed nation in the world, any person can reasonably and easily do all of those things. So every single other problem that remains is purely psychological. And isn't that depressing? Because I don't believe that any other animal has that except humans. Literally 95% of all of our problems now are psychological. It's just you being too in your head about something. Isn't that crazy? Think about it for a minute. You don't have any real problems, right? You're alive, you have food, you have water, you have shelter. What are you worried about? Oh, what will my parents think if I do this? Oh, what if my friends think I'm like this if I do this thing? Oh, what about the fear of what if I disappoint people? I'm struggling with finding relationships. I'm struggling with making friends. It's all psychological problems. Every single one. The only actual real problems besides that human beings still have today is medical problems. Those suck. Those are very real. But if you don't have medical problems and you lived in a developed part of the world, you are fine. You have no issue. It's all psychological. You lagged. A great time to fucking lag, I'll tell you that. That might have been a you issue. Let me check. I'm going to check my stats. That was a you issue. I've had no dropped frames. It's like we've beaten the game already just living in sandbox mode. Yeah, but the sandbox mode is fucking garbage. Why? What is with... Why is my brain affecting me so badly? We are meant to be designed to be capable of survival, right? To make the best choices, supposedly, you know, for our lives. But no, we are made to constantly overthink everything, overanalyze everything, fucking screw up our own thoughts and worry about shit that didn't happen. Why are we built this way? Why are we built? You know what? You know what I was thinking, actually? I think that the biggest problem is that biologically, I believe our brains are running on fight or flight mode, right? Because back, you know, when you think about the times when we lived in caves and all we had to worry about was fucking animals eating us and starvation, right? You could run from your problems. When you felt fear, when you felt anxiety, whatever, it was usually for a good reason, like an animal was chasing you, somebody was trying to kill you, whatever. So your brain would run. It would tell you to run. Now, since developing a very strong consciousness and the ability to, you know, reason and think abstractly, we have now created a situation where our brains are still biologically designed to run from problems, but the problems we have in our minds, you cannot run from. So it's fucked up. It doesn't work. Your brain is like, run, get away from this thing. It sucks, but you have to fix it because it won't go away. So it's just this horrible fucking misbalance of bullshit that happened since we got too smart for our own good. What about selling stuff on Amazon? If you make good products, it might make a good amount of money, or other platforms. It's quite tough though. Health is wealth, like Etsy or something. Amazon has tags, but it would be worth it because it's the most popular websites to buy. Yeah, but it's quite difficult to stand out. Like a lot of Amazon products are drop shipped, and the good ones have their own branding and stuff behind them. So they'd have their own marketing and everything. Nothing is ever as easy as it looks on a surface level. When you start doing anything seriously and consistently, you will realize that everything is much harder than you expect it to be. It's simultaneously harder and easier than you expect it to be. It's harder than you think it'd be, but then when you start doing it, you also end up overthinking. So you end up overcomplicating how difficult it is. I think it's easier to prepare for the worst than hope for the best. My grandfather would say, whisper all your hopes and dreams in one hand and grab a pile of shit, which is more real. Yeah, I mean, preparing for the worst is one thing. I don't know. I kind of flip-flop between that. I like to be the same, but I think it's very destructive. I think if you always prepare for the worst, it makes you a very negative thinker. Whereas hoping for the best, if you learn to hope for the best and not feel disappointment when your hope doesn't come true, I think that's the best of both worlds. But that's difficult to achieve. It'd be hard to make the products as well. Well, it depends on what you're selling. I think right now the best opportunity for making any business is to make a service-based business or sell digital information. Maybe Shopify is free to start. A lot of web builders are free to start. But you still need to pay, I think, to set up domains. Did you achieve what you planned for, or still on the road? Still on the road, brother. I'm still here, so we're still going. We have about a month left. A little under a month. We're on day 66. Fuck. We're on day 66. Damn. All right, well, got about 24 days left. How's it looking so far? It's okay. We're launching ad campaigns recently. They're doing okay. We have like 12 leads at like 18, 19 euro cost per lead. So it's not too bad. Much better than the email campaigns we were running. I'm spending all of my time now, just like all of the stuff that needs to be done, like the sales script, the funnel, the most of the marketing plan, the service we're gonna provide. Everything is pretty much planned out. The offer and everything else. The only thing we have left right now is getting people's attention. So I'm gonna be focusing all of the remainder of my time optimizing my ad campaigns, making more ads, and making more content. How about AI? What about AI? What if AI takes over? Takes over what? Do you know coding? No, I do not. What's your strategy for marketing? How's it working so far? It's only been a little bit of time. The strategy, I literally just launched like a simple static ad. And then I recently launched 3 video ads, which are not running yet. And another static image ad, which are just pitching my offer directly. But I'm trying to, the strategy of the first one was to give away a blueprint to businesses who want to get more customers, and they would opt in, and I would send them value emails every day. I'm advertising on Facebook and Instagram. So that was the first strategy. And the second one is I created an entire funnel where so I'm pitching my offer, which is 10 plus high quality appointments in 30 days, or we work for free. And then when they click on the ad, they get brought to an opt-in page where they can give me their name, email, and phone number. And if they do, they get access to a training video, which teaches them the entire system and gives them the opportunity to book a call if they're interested. And for anybody who does not book a call, we're going to send them value emails detailing each part of the system in more detail. Yes. Making money with AI. You're still being quite vague. Be more specific. Tried Rumble ads. They were cheap. Well, cheap doesn't mean good. They're probably cheap because there's not a lot of people using them. And if there's not a lot of people using them, they're probably shit. I have no idea, though. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. But isn't Rumble a video platform? It would be quite different. It's like YouTube. That's a much different video strategy compared to like Facebook and Instagram. I wouldn't really know how the ads on those kind of platforms work. I haven't done a lot of research on them. I know Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads. And I imagine TikTok ads are quite similar. It's just that the audiences on TikTok would be slightly different. They would be shorter attention span, more probably more impulse purchase driven. But I would need to do a little bit of research. But for Rumble's picking up subs, 100 for a small test is efficient. Yeah, but it's kind of similar with Facebook and Instagram. Well, I mean, not that low, but you can test with like $300. It's not that bad. Yeah, like if it's fun, sometimes people donate. You mean on Rumble? Heard about this niche with making AI prompts and selling them. It would be very difficult, I think, to convince somebody to buy an AI prompt. I don't know about that. Like I was saying earlier, everything is much more difficult than you expect it to be. Because what problem are you solving? Let's try to do like a roundabout experiment here. How would you convince somebody? Business, let me start at the beginning. Business is essentially an exchange of value between two people. One person, you need to convince people to give you money, and in exchange, you give them something that they want. So how would you convince people to give you money for an AI prompt? What kind of person would say yes for what kind of prompt? Do you think? I'm just trying to test your thinking here. You can say I don't know as well. It's a valid answer. Because I don't know. I don't know what I could come up with for that. Mostly old people on Rumble, and I see lots of scam ads on it, so old people are no critical thinkers. There's a lot of scam ads on Facebook as well. I think there was like some kind of statistics I saw which said something like 1 in 3 Facebook ads or scams or something. And because of that, because the barrier to entry is reducing for starting businesses and stuff, there's such a high amount of skepticism online nowadays, and that makes it very difficult to stand out and to run effective marketing. It's getting harder over time. Roblox games are Robux. If you get popular, you can exchange the Robux you earn into actual money. All right. Yeah, I have no idea about any of that. So if you generate something unique, like maybe family photos as well. Family photos? What do you mean? But also, like, why would they pay you to do it if they can just do it themselves? Like, AI is at a point now where prompting is not like a high value skill anymore. You don't really need to be that good at prompting anymore to get a good response. When we had ChatGPT 3, you still needed it. 4, it was like getting better. It was less important. But now with 5, like it's basically non-existent. You could kind of just talk to it almost as a normal person. And as long as you ask it the right questions, you will get good answers. That's what I thought, but there's a whole place called Prompt Base where it sells AI prompts. Yeah, but it's also one of those things that is probably going to go completely obsolete really fast. Because it's already losing value. You gotta invest into long-term skills like communication, leadership, writing. Because this stuff is gonna come and go. I can tell you from personal experience, almost anything you do is always going to take so much longer than you expect it to. I can see you used to sell AI prompts in black market for nefarious reasons, but other than that, it's not really sustainable long term. I mean, I kind of struggle to even see that. I mean, like, I guess you could make a point that if somebody knows how to, like, bypass certain restrictions based on specific prompts, it might be useful. But who would be buying that shit, and how would you even find someone who's selling it? Cards are quite easy to make, so if you sell them, might make a bit if they're nice. What kind of cards? Like birthday cards? Oh, I think you just said it a second ago. Make cards for birthdays, yeah. I mean, you can make a business out of anything, man. There are people selling like fucking crystal ball massages. It's probably someone that's selling regular ball massages and makes a lot of money. Long-term skills like carpentry, blacksmith, check and check. Yeah, yeah. Some things are never gonna go away. Most of the physical labor stuff and physical arts and crafts are not gonna go away anytime soon. So those are good to get into. Getting some more subs can get you ads, and when you do that, you might get sponsors. This is true, but the YouTube stuff for me is more of a side project. 1K and then you get ads. No, it doesn't work like that. You need to get 4,000 watch hours within 365 days to be eligible to monetize ads. The YouTube is more of a side project for me. I'm doing it just to see if I can start up this business and make it work and share everything. And if it works, I will have evidence of that on YouTube, and I think that would be very cool. That's why I'm doing it. I'm not... Sometimes I wonder if I had focused all of my time the last 8-9 months on YouTube and making good content, like video essay style content, because I'm quite good at storytelling. I wonder sometimes if I could have grown the channel large enough. But it's too late at this point for me to pivot. So, when it works. Appreciate the encouragement. What's your favorite YouTuber? It switches. There's a few I like. I don't really watch much YouTube nowadays. The only guy I watch right now actually is Moist Critical. I watch his gaming channel sometimes in the background, like I just put it on to listen to, and or just as like drama videos. I've been watching him mostly, but there's a few I like. I like Northern Line. He's like he's very dear to my heart because I've been watching him since I was very young, and I learned a lot of my English from watching his videos as well when I didn't speak English. So I still watch him occasionally. But I kind of have periods of like on and off though. Who else do I like? I like Small Ant, although I prefer his streams over his videos. And again, it comes and goes. I watch Kid Boga sometimes. Markiplier sometimes. I think I named all the main ones. Surprised there hasn't been an automated warehouse that puts together like very simple shelters. There is, I think, actually, yes. They have like a 3D printer for like container style houses. Art might get you somewhere. I don't know about that. Digital art, no, brother. Digital art is like the worst thing you could do right now because AI is just fucking crippling the industry. Look around you, brother. Making profile pictures, editing photos, no, it is the absolute worst. There is stuff coming out constantly, like Nano Banana. There's another one that was made by China. I forgot what it's called. That's coming out too, which is like it's getting to a point where it might like overtake. It might make Photoshop useless. Maybe not useless, but it would make it. It would be a huge competitor to it. No, digital art is horrendous. Would you want to work for Mr. Beast? No, I don't really like his content. I don't even know what I would do for him. Small Ant is amazing. I like his Minecraft videos. And I like some of the speedrun videos too. I don't like all the Pokemon stuff. He does too much Pokemon shit for me. Not that I don't like Pokemon, but all of the like Nuzlocke stuff is a bit annoying to watch because it's just so much of just the same shit over and over. If you didn't speak English, what did you speak? Lithuanian. That's my native language. I'm not a native English speaker. Do you plan on becoming a business collaborator / partner where you incorporate someone's business idea as a product? That's a little like long term. I've never considered that. I don't really look, my long-term plan right now is make some money in this business, like $500,000 to $1 million in revenue. When I do that, I'm gonna start working on mainly producing content for YouTube. I'm gonna hire an editor, and I'm gonna start making a bunch of content for YouTube. And I'm gonna build up a school community, and I'm gonna sell information and consulting. That's what I want to do. Because I think I would be really, really good at consulting because like I said earlier, I have a skill in which I'm very good at explaining complex topics in a way that's easy to understand. So if I get good enough at this that I can do it with this, that's something I would like to do. I'd like to do some form of teaching. So either consulting, coaching, or whatever else. I actually had some cool ideas before. I had a cool idea before, which is what if I set up a school community, which is like $50 a month, and people can pay to join, but I will basically set it up in a way where if you go through all of the materials, if you participate in the community, if you share your progress, you'd have a certain list of steps that you have to take. And if you take all of the steps, at the end of the month, you would get refunded your money. So you could stay for free and keep learning everything. But the whole point of the initial cost is as motivation. Because when you pay for something, you're way more likely to actually use the thing than if you don't. So that's why a lot of free courses fall flat, because most people don't take action on the stuff they're learning because they have no incentive to do so. So I thought, if I make people pay $50 up front and then they have a chance to win their money back by the end of the month, they will do the work and get the money back. Make sense? Thought that'd be a cool idea. And it would also make me some money too, because not everybody is going to follow all the steps. But at that point, they can't be mad at me because it's their own fault. Hey, you didn't get back to me about the video today. Yeah, sorry, I was just busy. Still have to push through, join her live. Can't miss the chance to learn from it. I hope you healed soon, man. Sickness sucks. I'm gonna go now. When you start stream tomorrow, I have no idea. My schedule's been all fucked up. Usually I stream at 3 p.m. Central European summertime, but I might start streaming earlier, like 10 a.m. I'm really not sure. Sometimes I stream late like this. Like, it's just a little all over the place right now. If you want to be updated, go to my YouTube profile and join the Discord. You get a notification in the Discord every time I go live. And I could actually also set up, like, I could probably also set up some kind of thing where when I know when I'm going to stream, I can set an announcement. So just click the link at the top of my YouTube bio and join the Discord, and you should be able to see that tomorrow. What time is it GMT? Let me see. It's 2 hours earlier. So whatever I said minus 2 hours. So 1 p.m. or 8 a.m. Missing a lot of messages here. I mentioned Lithuanian, got censored. Sorry, brother. Yeah, I hope you get better from your fever, man. Fever is brutal. Oh, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a few weeks. What's the last few weeks been like? Which channel are you on? I'm on this channel. Oh, Outreach channel. We're doing ads right now. Andrew. Who's Andrew? I'll be up and active by tomorrow. Nice. Love that mentality. Good on you. So, yeah, we're doing ads right now. Last few weeks have been slow because we were spending a lot of time learning. And we only launched the ad campaign like a week ago. Yeah, but why are you saying that? Because I don't have the demeanor of Tate at all. We are very different personality-wise. Actually, I don't think you did get censored unless... I just think I missed it because there's so many messages coming in. 3D printing is good because some people sell stuff they printed or... Yeah, but... Nah. Yeah, I guess. I don't really know much about the industry. I dated a girl from Lithuania. She was crazy. She kept getting in trouble with her parents. We broke up, and 2 weeks later, she ran from her parents to a boy's house and got pregnant. Yeah, some of them are crazy. What can you do? They're not all like that. A lot of Lithuanian women, especially the ones that live there, are still like very traditional and believe strongly in gender roles. It's just some of them are starting to get westernized, especially the ones that grew up in Western countries. How are the ads like, bro, spend and metrics? I mentioned them earlier, but I'll go through them again. Hey, Checkered, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. Dude, you're so chill and cold. Thanks. I appreciate that. Yeah, like, I'm literally completely different demeanor from Andrew Tate. I'm a lot more calm, a lot more mellow. Sometimes I can be a little bit crazy. Depends on the day. But, no, I'm not... I don't exaggerate my personality. I don't try to act like somebody I'm not. I'm just a guy. There's really, like, nothing special about me. I'm just a dude trying to, make my business work. All alone. How's the work going? Hope it's good. Well, we haven't made much progress, but it's been all right. Been learning a lot. Don't have much time left to make this work before I run out of money to pay my bills. Let me read the metrics for you. So I'm gonna go at the ad set level. I'm just gonna tell you the one ad set that's been doing well because it's the one that's gotten the most spend put into it. So 230 euro spent, 15 euro cost per lead, which is inaccurate. It says we got 15 leads, but there are 2 people, one person who submitted twice and another person who submitted 3 times. So we actually only have 12 leads. So cost per lead is actually 19 euro 44 cents. Link click 75, CPM is 50 euro, and click-through rate, link click-through rate is 1.6%. So the metrics are okay. Like cost per lead is fine. We have 2 booked calls, so I'm spending like 110 euro per booked call, which is a little high. But I launched a new campaign, which should be going live properly tomorrow, and Meta's going to start optimizing. We'll see if it's going to be doing well. If not, we're going to be replacing it with different ads and yada yada. It's in the testing process right now. Not a bad cost though. I mean, 20 euro cost per lead is not horrible. Cost per call acquisition matter more. Yeah, cost per call is a little high. Don't worry too much about the cost being perfect. Well, I'm mostly worried about the cost because I'm running out of money. I have about like 30 days left of money before I lose my home and have to go back to living with my parents. So I'm a little bit worried about the spend. But ultimately, what's most important is as long as our customer lifetime value equals our customer acquisition cost, we're fine. Preferably the customer value within 30 days equals the 30-day customer acquisition cost. So I have about 2,000 euro to spend on the ad campaign, and we're selling a service for 6,000, so I only need a 3 times return on ad spend. And I think naturally I'm quite good at sales, so I don't think the conversion of the sales will matter. I just need to do a lot of, I need to put a lot of effort into testing ads. No, man, that's what I call progress. Yeah, I mean, learning is always progress. Learn from a 50K a month agency owner. As long as you're getting 1.2 times ROI on CPA, you're good, especially because you'd have a higher LTV. Yeah, I get that worry, but nice stuff with niche. Home services industry. So, like, I'm going more broad because I've noticed that the Meta algorithm kind of struggles sometimes to niche properly. Like, even now, I'm setting up for home service businesses, but it's still showing me to like med spas and some other companies. So I decided to go a bit more broad. Originally, I was just targeting landscapers specifically, but I went a bit more broad for the advertising. But yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm about 10% of the way through my budget, a little more. So we still got a lot of like money left to put into it. I just hope that I will manage to make it successful. The more data I get in, the easier it's going to be to optimize for the results that we need. Hey, Carissa, thanks for the follow. I've been grinding myself. That's why I haven't been chatting live or joining. Yeah, fair. I mean, I'm hoping that you would. I would rather you create than consume. I kind of want to check your channel. Have you made any more videos recently? I don't know why it won't let me click on the chats. Oh, but your channel showed up. That's fine. Yeah, 2 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, 1 month ago. Nice. Good shit. Love to see it, man. Keep it up. Recent video got almost 1,000 views. Pretty good as well. Well done. Love to see it. Have a lot of Ukrainians coming over to the Appalachians. They really stick to themselves, or even more so than the rest of us mountain folk. Well, they are coming to the mountain, so it makes sense. Although a lot of like Eastern European people tend to be quite friendly. They can look like they have a bitch face, but they're usually quite friendly if you actually talk to them. How are you? I'm all right. What about yourself? Not much going on, just discussing business metrics. Yeah, targeting would be a pain, right? Did you end up using interest or which method? Actually, I went this morning. I spent all day today learning and updating my knowledge on Facebook ads because there's been quite a lot of changes since I last looked into it like 4 or 5 months ago. And actually now Meta's algorithm has improved so much that the targeting is mainly automatic. You would set up one campaign, one ad set. You'd set up your custom and lookalike audiences, which you don't even need to include in your ad set. There's no reason not to, but you don't need to include them anymore. And you put all of your ads into the one ad set, and Meta will automatically determine which of those are top of funnel, middle of funnel, and bottom of funnel and show them appropriately. And it will split your ad spend based on which ones are performing best. And it will do the interest targeting itself automatically based on the script of the transcript of the video and the primary headline, the primary text, the headline, etc. All automatically. Like the targeting is going towards a path where it's going to eventually be fully automated on Meta, which is quite good. You know, it makes our jobs easier. That way you can focus primarily on actually creating the ads, which is nice. So what's your deal, Carissa? What do you do? School, work, or college? Same with you, Angad. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sorry. All the best with the brother. Talk soon. Well, happy to have you. Hope you have a nice day or night, whichever you're about to have. Damn, it's been an hour already. The time passes by so much quicker when I have people to talk to. It's nice. Got an agency to go to college, couple clients right now. Nice. Happy to hear it. Happy for you. Keep it up, man. You got this. Thank you. I appreciate it. I hope I do. Hard to stay positive at times, especially with personal problems, but you gotta do it. We're on day 66. I haven't missed a day yet. YouTube grown to 800 subs. How much was it last time? I can't remember. It's not at 800, is it? Let me check. 730. 700. Yeah, it's slow because all I do is stream. If I made videos, I think it'd probably grow a bit faster. I have a video which I was making, but I had to abandon it because I just don't have time. I can't focus too much on the YouTube stuff. I thought it'd be easier to make those videos that I wanted to, which were basically summaries of the streams told in a storytelling fashion, which I thought would be quite fun to watch. And they seem like they would be. I quite like the video that I was in the process of making. I think it would do well, but I just don't have the time. I need to focus on the business. Although it'd be funny if like I launched that video and it got like 1 million views. That would really help relieve some of the stress. And that would be nice, because then I could just make more and just make money off YouTube, and then I would have some more time to make it work. Hey, yo, Nate, you changed your streaming time? Yeah, just for the past week, my schedule's been quite shit. Regular storytelling, voice editing, your vids can do well, but your business, so continue what you love. I mean, I don't love doing the business. I actually want to be a YouTuber, but I just don't have I can't take that risk right now. I'd like to be a streamer, actually, not a YouTuber. I'd like to just stream whatever and just have people watch me because they like me. Ideally, that's what I would like. Just show up here every day, you know, it doesn't matter how shit-faced I look. I just come on here, yap a bit about some topics and leave. That would be my ideal life. But yeah, like, The video that I'm in the process of making is quite a decent like storytelling type video, which I'm quite proud of so far. Maybe I should give a little preview for anybody who's here. Just for fun. Get you excited. Although I don't know if this video is ever gonna see the light of day. Leaked his own video. It's not really a leak, it's just a preview. Let me see if I can show you. I'm kind of want to re-record the voiceover too, because I feel like I can do a better job than I did originally, because I just did it over like one attempt. Actually, do I have the export of this in my bin? Date deleted. Let's see, what's my oldest deleted thing? The fuck? Ah, never mind. That's not gonna be here. Let me see. Problem I had in my old channel was overthinking. Just post even if it's not perfect. No, it's not about perfection. It's literally not finished. And I wanna give it the time it deserves. How's the ad go and close anyone yet? Not yet. Nope. We had one meetup with somebody which didn't go well because they didn't even join the call. They just texted for some reason. And they said that they actually want to go with a local marketing firm, so it just didn't go anywhere. I do have another call booked on Monday though, so we'll see how that goes. That's a little laggy because it's in the editing software. Let me see if I can export just this section of the video. Meet Harvey Specter, you know him from Suits. I haven't seen Suits, but I do know him, yes. Actually, do I? Which one is the other one Ross? I can't remember which one's which. Because I haven't seen it. Can't remember who's who. My bad. Hold on. I'm gonna export this part of the video. My encoding is probably gonna be tripping out. How far do I want to go here? How can I even play it? It's so fucking laggy, man. But from my perspective, from last I chat about 3 weeks or 2 weeks, you've grown a lot. Even bro looks more handsome. That's just my hair getting longer. Because I said I'm not gonna cut my hair until I make money. A lot of people have been saying shit about my hair. Spectre, best closer in the city. I think I'd be quite good at sales. I just need to get on some sales calls. Because I'm a chill guy. Like, sales is about keeping the, like, giving the least amount of pressure possible and just helping somebody make a decision that's good for them. So I would literally just be like this, be like, hey, hey, how's your day going? You have a good day today? Oh, you want to talk to your partner? Well, what would they say? Why would they be opposed to this? Just keep it chill. Lies, it's a camera filter. It's not a camera filter. It is actually, I do look a bit different now because my window's closed because it's dark outside. The lighting makes me look darker than I look in person. Like I'm blonde. My hair looks kind of brown, but I am in fact blonde. And I have gray eyes. You look like Tobey Maguire. I swear you're not the only person that says that. I don't know why people keep saying that. Do I really? Is this true? Chat? Anybody else confirm? Is not the camera filter. Perfect chat face of the camera. Did I? Of course. Okay. You know, I have this weird like thing in my neck, which I think is just like a really big lymph node or something, which kind of fucks my jawline. Because you see this little lump here. This is not really like fat. It's just there's this lump in my neck which bulges out at around here and it presses against that part so it like pushes my skin away. Whereas usually like if you can see it, right? See the circle? Like my jawline would be sharper if it wasn't for that. It makes it look worse. Bro's mewing. Yeah, that's just the way your face should be, right? Your tongue should be pressed against the top of your mouth. Some people take it too far, though. Some people are like... But you see that shit? It kind of like fucking distorts it. Makes it look like my jaw is fractured or something. Super weird. But what can you do? You only ever see me from this angle. You never really see me from the other one. Maybe I should just look straight up at the camera. Hello there. Do you feel uncomfortable with me looking at you directly in your soul? Let's have some intimacy here. So how was your day? John's good, above average, you just not see it. It's okay. Please look away. I'm changing. Yeah, no, my jawline is fine. It's just annoying that it's like this because it could be better. I used to also be like much skinnier than now. I've actually been losing a fuckload of weight. Like my underwear isn't even fitting me anymore. I'm losing so much weight from all the stress. I've lost like 4 kilos in the last couple of weeks. Just because I haven't been eating because it's been making me feel sick. But I used to be super skinny. I had a really good jawline when I was really skinny. But I was also skinny, so my head looked too big for my body. It's becoming a BS apology video now. For seeing my sins, bro, transformed to Ghost Rider. Yeah, let me just... It's a shame I can't read chat at the same time, but... What's up? Let's talk like this. Stares into the camera. Chat, I'm sorry. Yeah. So, how's life? Huh? Tell me... Hold on. Let me make this even better. Tell me about your day. How was your day going? Hopefully it was good. You feel uncomfortable yet? I hope so. Just making everybody uncomfortable. Looks like that paid hourly GF friends. Please. The want to look back into your eyes is uncomfortable. Just, that's what happens when you're so beautiful, you know? People just, just want to stare at you. I wish you could see my eyes properly, because I think they're, like, not being picked up properly. You know, I actually, like, half of one of my eyes is a different color. It's, like, kind of weird. I don't think it's, like, heterochromia. I think that's what it's called, but I don't think it's that, because it's, like, can you even see it? If I open my eyes wide... Can you see that one of my eyes is like half green and half like brownish? I don't know how visible it is on the camera. Trying to get the lighting to hit right. Come closer. Okay, sure. Let's get even more intimate. Let's see. Okay. I can't see myself, so I don't know how weird this looks, but I don't know if it's showing up well. I also don't know how much the lighting, like, changes it. Very close now. But can you see the slight difference? I can't really see myself, because when I look away, I can't see my eyes anymore. It does. I'm telling, it's more visible in real life. Like this one is darker than this one. It's more visible in real life. Like I said, the contrast on the camera is a bit off. Same way I'm blonde and not brown haired. Doctor Strange, how many more superheroes are you? All of them. All of them except the money one. So full of shit, your eyes are brown. My eyes are not brown. Next thing you're gonna say is you're Andrew Tate's brother. Yeah, if I was, I definitely wouldn't be this fucking poor. That's for sure. Tell you that. It is difficult to be like this. I am suffering. My voice is also tired. I really wonder sometimes how I'm gonna end this. Not this stream in particular, but I mean these streams in general. You're so full of shit, your eyes are brown. Oh, so I'm not full of shit at all because my eyes are not brown. Is that what you're trying to say? Hey, Endless Hope. That'd be sad. It's gonna end one day. It's gonna end either when I make money or when I hit the 90-day mark, whichever comes sooner. I might start streaming other things, but this series is going to end. Because I think it's like it's a long time coming, man. Like, I kind of want it to be over at this point so I can move on to doing something else. Part of the story, ending rich, of course. Yes, I would hope so. I don't have to be rich. All I set was $2,000. No, the shit has turned your eyes brown. I was just calling you a liar and saying they're brown. I don't know, man. Look, I'm tired, brother. I don't understand what's happening anymore. Let's say you don't succeed, won't happen. I think you can do YouTube content. Maybe, but I literally won't be able to. I'm too old for that. If I fail, what I have to do is I have to move back in with my mother. I have to go get a job, full-time job, either go back to my previous career or I'm thinking of maybe getting a sales job. And I just wouldn't have time. Be too busy. Because I would want to work as much as possible so I could save up more money so I can try again a few years later. I really hope that doesn't happen though. Ideally, I'd love to be able to make some money here. And then once I make some money, I'll be able to outsource my video editing. So I will just be able to record the content and send it to somebody to edit and make a lot of content that way. One of the first things I'm going to outsource is video editing. Because it's so time consuming for me. And my computer is getting old, so it's starting to lag for editing. Oh, I forgot I got this video I wanted to show. Outsource, I'm literally here. Can you do those kind of videos though? Like, I mean like full proper editing. Like when I was talking to you, I was mostly thinking about like cutting down stream clips and adding captions and then maybe like a couple zoom ins, like simple shit. But let me show you what I mean. Here, I'll play this preview for you guys. Let me see the volume on it is. Okay. There. Pay attention because it's only like 10 seconds long. Should be loud enough.
Ever wanted to build a fully automated outreach system that finds leads, gets their emails, personalizes the message, and sends it without you lifting a finger?
That's the preview of the video. I think it's going to be quite good. And most of it is focused on telling the story of that first day of stream that I did where I built the email system. So there's like happy parts, there's sad parts, there's me talking about the failures and the successes, and it's quite good. Yeah, no BS. Yeah, exactly. I think it's gonna be good. Like I had a strong hook, but then it kind of goes into like um it starts fast and then it mellows off and says this is not the usual type of educational content that you will expect. So it's like I'm basically I'm hooking people in and then I'm setting expectations. So I'm like, hey, you know, you want to do this, happy music, loud, fast. But then it's like, you know, if the system is what you're here for, this might not be for you because this is going to be a little bit different from the usual educational videos you might have seen. And then I go into like, you know, we've had some ups and then I show some stream clips of me being happy and then we have some downs and it's kind of like that. You'll see. I think you guys would like it. I hope so anyway. I've put a lot of work into it. Makes me kind of want to finish it now. Relatable for me, a video, a minute is fast and it slows down. Yeah, I think it's good to do it like that. Like the most important part of a video is the start and the finish. You should put the most amount of editing effort into the first minute and the last minute. And everything in between can be more chill. Because you hook people in, set expectations, and then once somebody is watching, they're unlikely to stop as long as the concept aligns with the hook. And then you want to finish strong as well. So that's why you want to have the last minute be well edited. I know the psychology pretty decent. Hey, Ans, what's up? Average looking guy, how are things? Hey, assistant, haven't seen you in a while. What have you been up to? Getting all the usuals here. Ans is back as well. Doing fine. Nice. Anything interesting going on? You tell, dude. What? Good to see you. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Good to see you too. Well, I'm not really seeing you. Good to see your messages. Haven't seen you for a couple weeks at least. The time kind of blends together for me. I lose track of how long I've seen people and who I haven't seen for a while. How long it's been. Ellebeck, I think one of your messages got censored recently. I feel like you sent something which I briefly saw, but then it didn't show up in chat. Yeah, I'd been busy with work. Yeah, fair. Aren't we all? Aren't we all? What's your username about, by the way? Ans822. What's the significance of that? Just curious. Bro Nagala, I can find so many corner ideas for yourself. You're a good commentator. You can do one of those reactive videos, get tons of views and retention. I did that at some point. I did do that at some point when I was younger. And I think I was decent at it as well, but it's just I didn't do it for long enough for it to go well. Just got breakfast. Heartbreak. Heartbreak! No bitches? Unlucky. What happened? Must have missed something special these days? Not really. I don't remember what part of the journey you were at last, but we are running ads now instead of doing email campaign. I decided to just dump the rest of my savings into ads, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Because the email campaigns were giving us very expensive cost per acquisition. Or cost per lead. It just wasn't worth it. Right now, even with our first campaign with the simplest ad you can imagine, we have a better cost per lead than the email campaigns did. It's just the emails were slower, so it felt like we were on the burner for a little longer. So it felt like I wasn't running out of money as fast as I actually was, because it happened over a slower period of time. But in fact, it was burning money worse than now. Well, my house number was 822 and my nickname is NZZ. How the fuck do you even say that? Nz? Nz? Like a fucking, like a annoying mosquito? Ad better, it's easier to understand. Yeah, I prefer ads over email marketing right now. What's the A about then? Friends started calling me Ans. Oh, Ans, okay. Because you said the Ns. I was like, okay, what's that about? Where did that come from? Like, people don't just start calling you that stuff randomly. Like, usually the way we would call friends in our friend group when I had one, when we were, like, younger, we would just call them by something they did or something they are. So, like, you have the fat friend in the group, he would just be called a fatty or fat fuck or something like that. We were brutal as kids. I can't remember any of, like, the really funny ones that we had. We had some really good ones. I know we did. But I just can't remember them. But it was almost always based off some sort of event. My name is George. My friends call me Jojo Zawurdo. What is that about? Sausage roll? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean at this point. I never really had any nicknames. Although I always went by... My brain is saying the word is pseudonyms. Is that correct? Yes. I always went by pseudonyms. I almost never used my real name in almost any aspect of my life, actually, until I made this channel. Every time I was online, I had never made a personal Instagram account before. I had never made a personal YouTube page before. Everything online about me was always pseudonyms. You could not research my name and find a trace of me anywhere. My friend who used to have his nose running all the time, we called him Nosy. There you go. That's the kind of shit that we were doing as well. That's what I like to see. I don't want to ruin it for you. Are you male or female? Because I don't want to ruin it, because Ans sounds female to me. I hope I'm not, like, if you're male, I hope I'm not fucking up your perception of the name by saying that. Hey Ahmed, what's up? You're just laughing. I don't know if that's a good sign or not. Is that a I'm offended laugh, or is that, what is it? You are a male. Ah, unlucky. I definitely ruined it now. I'm sorry. I just played a video game one time and Elebek was the randomly generated name, and I've just used it as an online handle since I was a kid. Fair. You remember me? Yeah, you were here like a few days ago. Huh. I like Elebek. I think that's a cool name. I had a lot of pseudonyms, which I'm not going to name here because they are secret. I had an Instagram page which had like 2,000 followers, which I got in like a couple months. Then I stopped. Did you know I used to be like I tried to do a fitness page when I was younger. I ran a fitness page and I was doing very well with it. In 2 months, I got about 2,000 followers starting from 0. And I got loads of DMs every day. And I made like $500 or something from that page. I was doing really well. That was my first little nudge into entrepreneurship when I was 16. I was in school, so I can't come to your live. That's all good, man. You're not forced to be here. Johnny Depp. I haven't heard that one before. Video game was World of Warcraft. Oh, you're a World of Warcraft nerd? Never played World of Warcraft. Jesus. My brain is glitching. In my group, we could have called you Dandy. Why? Why Dandy? That sounds like such a pussy name. Like, it makes me sound like a fucking sissy. I wouldn't want to hang out with a guy named Dandy. It sounds like he'd be like a frolicking nerd. It just sounds like one of those fucking words, you know? I wouldn't trust anyone who says handy dandy. I would imagine they look like fucking Ned Flanders. I would have hated that. But that's the whole point of a nickname, right? You don't nickname people things they like. You nickname things people don't like so that it's funny. Dandy reminds me of a guy who eats dandelions and is gay. Yeah, well, neither of our thoughts are good. You know what kind of like annoys me nowadays? Everything is getting worse and worse every day in terms of censorship. I fucking can't stand it. Nowadays, I'm not even allowed to say the word faggot. I grew up saying the word faggot. It's a word I like to use. It was funny, rolls off the tongue nicely, fun to say. 2025, apparently it's a slur now. Am I gonna stop saying it? No. But I need to watch how often I say it, because some people would be offended and would try to strike down my entire fucking YouTube channel over a word. It's just annoying. I hate that life is like this. Rose out of pocket. I don't know what faggot even means. Faggot is just supposedly a slur now for gay. No, I quit playing after they broke the game in 2009. All right. I have to go now. Please still expect me to reply for the video. Yeah, I'll just rest up, man. Don't worry about it. I'll get back to you on it. But please, I don't want you to work on anything until you feel good. So make sure you rest up. Good night, man. Yeah, faggot is apparently just a slur for gay people now. It used to be just a word, like a derogatory word for gay people. But now it's apparently considered a slur. Like, people are calling it the F word. Come on, bro. Good night, bro. See ya. Yeah, I'm just tired of the world being so sensitive. Like, I don't even call people... But think about it like this. Do you ever really call people by swears and actually mean the meaning of the swear nowadays? When you call someone a bitch, do you mean female dog? Because I don't. To me, bitch is just a funny word that's supposed to insult someone. It doesn't mean anything to me. Same with the word faggot. I don't think of it as something that's specifically derogatory towards gay people. I'm not trying to insult gay people specifically. I just think it's a funny word. I call anybody who annoys me a faggot because I think it's funny. I think it sounds funny. I just like the way the word sounds, and I grew up saying it. It's not that I'm trying to hurt somebody. I'm not trying to ruin somebody's life. I'm not trying to hurt their feelings. If you get offended over a word, that's more of a you problem than a me problem. I'm not beating you up. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm simply calling you a faggot because to me, it's funny. That's it. And if that offends you, that's more of a you problem than a me problem. That's what my biggest issue with censorship is that there is a huge difference between saying something with intent and with no intent. It's the same with like literally any criminal law that we have. In almost any case, they always have to prove, like for example with murder, you gotta there has to be an ounce of intention. You have to prove that the act was planned or that the person had ill intentions of some sort. And for some reason, with all of these stupid hate speech laws and censorship, we don't have this distinction. If you say faggot, they just think that it's bad no matter what, in any context. Even if you say it in a humorous way, it's bad. And that's horrible because it's missing the whole aspect of intention behind the word, which is just dumb. If you don't consider the intention, if I go around and I start beating up gay people while calling them faggots, I could understand the point be made that it would be some form of discrimination. If I just call somebody a faggot and I don't do anything to them, why should I ever get in trouble for that? For what? What did I do? I say shit that offends people all the time that are not just offensive words. Ideas are offensive. Opinions are offensive. Fucking you existing is offensive to somebody somewhere. We're not going to start arresting people for just existing, are we? And it's the same with the words. If simply saying something is enough to put me in jail or get me in trouble with the government, this is a massive problem. Doesn't matter what the thing I'm saying is because I'm not intending to harm anybody. I'm not doing it to harm somebody on purpose. I'm not trying to hate a group of people on purpose. I'm simply saying a word. So, we can't keep protecting people from simply being offended. Because if you applied that logic to everything in life, we would never make progress as a society. Because everybody would just be everybody would be in fucking jail. Because, like I said, just existing is enough to offend somebody. It's dumb. It's retarded. Yeah, whoever just said retard, you got censored. Welcome to the real world. Yeah, I like the word retard as well. Has a nice ring to it. Can't even say gay or trans to someone or he or she they will target. Yeah, it sucks ass, man. Only mean my insult if they are liberal. The DT, what does that mean? Oh, I saw also Ellebeck. I think I saw a message of you saying something about Richard being dick. That also got censored. The D from retard is so good when you say it. I like the re. I like the re. And then sometimes I put a little bit of like an Eastern European accent on it, and I like roll the R weird. So like re, kind of like that. Like you read. Oh, another thing I like. You know what? Sometimes when I'm in the mood, instead of saying retard, I say retard. And I don't know why, but putting that little pizzazz on it sometimes just hits a bit different. You know, what are you, a retard? Like very Irish-like. I pray for a world one day with no censorship. People need to just be angrier about it. We need to fight back and not allow people to control what we say. God damn, this thing is oily. Holy shit. It's kind of gross. I should clean this. I wonder if because I'm saying these words and they're considering them slurs and stuff, if this channel ever got popular, I wonder if I would just straight up get my channel banned. Wouldn't that be funny? It'd be quite sad, but it wouldn't surprise me. Have you heard a Bostonian accent? Weeda deed? No, I haven't. What is that? This is my wrist rest from my keyboard. I like to fidget with it sometimes. Anyway, I'm getting fucking tired. It's almost 11 o'clock. I've streamed for way too fucking long. I can't believe I've been going for an hour, 40 minutes. All I've been doing is yapping. Anyway, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm even in my fucking bathrobe. I don't know if anybody's even noticed. Weeda deed. I have no idea. Yeah. Whoever that one guy watching on Twitch is, you're a G. You've been here for ages now. It's 1 a.m. for me. Damn, your ass needs to get to bed too. It's 11 o'clock here. Anyway, good night, everybody, or good morning, or afternoon, wherever the fuck you live. And maybe see you tomorrow. Bye.